right, here we go. Got my post-its, new post-its. Couldn't find pink. Don't know what happened to it, so I guess I'll go for yellow and blue. Let's go. Oh, I was just about to turn that off. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'll read the rest in the first sprint. We'll just shovel around a little bit. Have 15 minutes later because I am so very late. I'm in trouble. I think you can see this plant is giving up. It's giving up. I need to get his new pens. You can't even see the half of it, but it's bad. It's really bad. I'll go after stream if I can. I'll have to check, but this is not good. It's just splaying. It needs to be repotted. And it needs to be put deeper into his new pants because this is awful. I feel like a plant abuser. I'm so sorry you have to witness this. Aaron, good morning. So happy to see you. Right, I am also very happy that I'd already decided to do something very easy, well, relatively easy during stream. I'm gonna fill the new book club jar with all the submissions. I just wish I could find my pink note post-its, but I can't. I can't find them. I don't know. They're also not of the same brand, so I'm so very confused. I obey. My favorite person who's always focusing on focus and ignoring chat. Oh, how dare you? Yes, I am. I am. Don't call me out. I never pay attention to chat. Baba, zie je? Nooit. En als ik het wel doe, dan begin ik in het Nederlands te praten. Hoi, hoe is het? Hier, chaos. Het is niet meer leuk. Hello, Will. Good morning. Oh my God, I knew it. I knew someone was going to start about this. Will, I'm a fool, right? I wasn't paying enough attention. It wasn't. Vinny, hello. We just started stream. Can you just wait like an hour, maybe? That would be great. Winston. The look he gives me. Okay, so I'm an idiot. It is a new book, but it's not the last book that I thought it was. What is this? No, I don't. Yeah, we'll have to figure out how we're gonna do this. I know. Do you need me to remove the books? Are you okay? What are we doing? I made room over there, but of course you're not gonna do the sensible thing. Wait. It was a novella. I'm just an idiot. And I got excited. I saw a new Outlander book and I saw the 1st of May 2025. And I thought, yes! No. No, it wasn't. So, I need to figure out when I'm going to read that. Because I do want to read it. I also haven't read the John Gray novellas yet. None of them, which I kind of really want to do. But they're small books. And I would just... It would take me an hour to get through it, and that's kind of pointless. If a book is less than 300 pages, I have a really hard time picking it up. And novellas are generally not very big, so I'll see. I already have. I'm a little bit in trouble because I was planning on. Holy crap! What is this? Reading a few more books from my physical TBR, and I still will choose at least one. Yeah, I have 4 books that I want to read next month, at the very least. Already in my basket. Hello, Father. Yes, Father. Father is in chat. Hi, Milk. How are you doing? Good morning. If you want me to call you out, then you gotta give me... No, I don't want you to call me out, okay? It's stupid. I was silly. I was hoping no one noticed that I didn't talk about it today. But no, it's a novella. Where did you go? The last book that will include my favorite characters, the original characters, main characters, A Blessing for a Warrior Going Out, is Oh, and I didn't even. I was so upset when I realized that it wasn't the notebook that I closed the website. But what has been released is the title of the 10th book, not the actual book. I just got excited. It's my own fault. Outlander book is next on the list for me. Oh, I love Outlander so much. The first book is not too pleasant, but I love the characters. That author, as far as I understand, is actually a historian, so her books are um, um, they follow real events, real historical events. So I love those books. When he's very, very thirsty. I don't know. I don't know what's up. I think he wants attention. It's very cute. I guess that's the plus of having have had to move a few things. That you now can see the kids, the kiddies drink when they're here. The kids, what's wrong with me? I am tired. Uh, it's good. You didn't miss out. No, I didn't. I was missing out anyway because it's not like the book was released years ago. But there's no actual release date yet. It's supposed to be released somewhere before the end of 26. But yeah, this wasn't what I thought it was. But it's okay. But it's okay. I was already in trouble because I really want to read Iron Widow. And I was already planning on putting in The Indifferent Stars Above. Then I found The Rainfall Market, which I really wanted to read. It seems like a sad yet cozy read. Bright Young Women I want to read because of oh, I didn't bring it, did I? It's over there. The unlikable female characters that I'm reading. It's brought up a few times, and I just wanted to, now I really want to read it. I already did, but I really want to read it. Thing is, there's also 2 book club books, so that's already it's already 6 books, not counting ebooks or audiobooks. So it's probably for the best that there's not there's 800 to 1,000 page new Outlander book. It's probably for the best. Hoe is het daar, papa? Hoe gaat het met de kids? Misschien zei ik het daarom. I don't understand why I said that. Smartest idiot I've ever seen? Well, I mean, there's people out there, aren't there? Yeah, Winston is enjoying the water feature for once in the right way. He tends to dig in water. He likes to. He plays with the water. That's why I've gone to a very big bowl in the kitchen for their water because he kept. What is he doing? He kept knocking it over and trying to put it back in with his paw, which was very cute, but also very ineffective. So, yeah. And now there's a bowl that he can't overturn. If he overturns this one, I'll be very impressed. But I'd also rather he didn't ruin my carpets. You know, that would be nice. Good morning, Garfield. How are you doing? Did I actually update? Hold on, because I tried to. Yeah, I did. Oh no! I have to change this. It didn't update this one. I couldn't open Canva. I don't know what was it. My phone because I didn't have time to check. Over here, let me try to open it. We are going to be a co-working stream today, so I need to change. Winnie. Can you come off? You already almost died over there. Thank you. No? Hey! Oh my gosh, alright, this is gonna be great. He has discovered a few nooks and crannies that he was previously unaware of. Oh my gosh, okay. I don't know what to build there. That won't also be a death trap for him, but he's been climbing. Hi, yes, how are you doing? I'm okay. Toby! I'm here now. Hello. Yes, well, you're well on time because I was very late, so I decided to just move it 15 minutes. So we have another 14 minutes before we are going into a sprint. I will be going through the book club submissions. Hold on. I think he's going to get the zoomies now. Ridiculous cat, I swear. Cats are so much fun. No, they are. But he he's putting himself into situations where he might hurt himself, and that's not funny. That's not funny. I'll go play with him during the first sprint. Sir, sir, hello. Hi, Sammy. I hope you've been well too. I have my coffee. I have a little bit more. Oh yes, there go the zoomies. A few weeks ago, he came crashing into the bathroom and swiped all the things that were on my what is it on the sink? Everything. It's just it was so out of nowhere. I really didn't hear him or see him coming. I was just minding my own business, trying to take off my makeup, and suddenly there was a storm. Oh no! Yes, I'm talking about you. Okay. Well, if you don't want me to do that, then you should just not have these stupid things happening. What do you mean? Okay. I was late. Do you have another, like, 11 minutes? Please? Can we compromise? I don't think he wants to compromise. I have to as well. Silly. He's so vocal. He just yells at me when he's not in the mood. Oh no. I'm so sorry. Uh, it's been a while since I've been in a cherry stream. Very calming. I hope so, Zoe. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best. But I do not control Winston at all. I mean, it's a cat, so. Hi, Straticus. It's okay. I was already also not here, so maybe you didn't miss anything. Do you know that gray hair is a sign of wisdom? I mean, is it? I hope so. No, I don't know. It's someone is yelling. Yes, you as well. Give me a few more moments, maybe. Please? Or do you want me to hold it? I can hold it, baby. Why did... If you brought it closer, that would have been a little easier. Hold on. Ow! That's my leg. Ow! It was supposed to be gloomy today, so I dressed for gloomy, and I think it's already 24 degrees inside. I have regrets. I have regrets! The wisdom highlights, I kind of like that. Okay. Yes, okay. I'll hold it. Don't walk away with it then. Okay, let go? So I can... Alright. This is what he wants. I don't think he wants to compromise me. Cherry sounds like my sister. Do I? He does not compromise. He really doesn't. I honestly, from the first day, he would not be contained to a small room, tiny as he was himself. So that was foreshadowing. I knew what I was getting into. He's orange. He's orange. He's just a bit gray. It also happens to be jealous, which is a great combination. I wish I had gray hairs. I think gray is beautiful, and I love that more and more people are feeling comfortable enough to just be who they are and try to cover something that happens naturally up because they feel like they have to, not because they want to. It's a bit loud. I might have to close the window anyway. Let the yellow king roam where he wants to. I have no choice. I have no choice unless he is almost killing himself, you know. Like the TV situation, that was really spooky. So now before I leave the house, I take out the... I make sure that the electricity is off, you know, so that if he does knock it over again when I'm not home, he doesn't do stuff like that when I'm not home. But if he does do that again, he doesn't electrocute himself, because I would never forgive myself. See, and you don't realize, silly. I'm celebrating every time I find one. Yes, you should. I should. When I still went to hairdressers, I haven't done that since before the pandemic, but when I still did, several of them would be like, "Oh, do you know you're turning gray?" Yeah, I kind of noticed, you know, every time I look in the mirror, but thank you for giving me response as if it is bad. It's so silly. No, I didn't realize. Are you sure I'm turning gray? But that's changing. That's years ago, and luckily these days it's getting more acceptable to just have your own natural hair color. And of course you should do whatever you feel comfortable with. But yeah, especially coming from a hairdresser, that's kind of weird, don't you think? To almost be shamed into also having your hair dyed while you're just coming in for a trim. I don't know. Oh gosh, I didn't see the hydrate. I need to fix this situation. Go. Well, I'm going in the sprint. I want tea anyway. I'll probably just put this somewhere. Don't forget to drink, people. I never compromise. I'm stubborn, hard-headed. I mean, me too. But there's also something called reason, and I think compromise isn't as bad as some people make it sound. You do have to hydrate every time. I do. Yes, I do. And I need to drink a little bit more because I'm afraid that I'm going into an episode a little bit sooner than expected. Well, it depends on expected, because it's been a bit stressful the last week, so I was kind of preparing for it, but still, Not ideal. It's not ideal. So, what are you going to do today? I'm going to take it very easy. I have a lot of things going on in my brain. So let me open up all the things. Slow, so slow. I have to give toulouse her paste as well. I have to remember. So she doesn't puke halfway through stream. I want to look into one of those fancy glass tap thingies that you could put in your fridge to make flavored water. I've been looking around for those. I think that will help me with water as well when the temperatures won't stop. Hey, Winston, what are you doing? I swear, you've been so good all morning. Why must you be like this? Winnie, please leave her alone. She's just trying to eat, buddy. I might actually give him a little collar with a bell. How about that? So that way Toos can hear her coming. Can't believe I didn't think of it before, and that someone else had to actually just suggest it. But here we are. I'm considering getting him a little collar so he makes noise, and he can't surprise attack Toulouse because he loves to do that. And at night, he'll be very calm and he wants to nap and he wants to cuddle, but he has been bullying Toulouse all day. And naturally, at the end of the day, she's like, "No, I don't want to cuddle with you. Go away," which I totally get. So it's been interesting. It's been interesting these last few weeks because she also has to not overreact, but it's his own fault. It's his own fault. He has been a little terrorist. And when he was a little kitten, that was fine. But he's not so little anymore. He's bigger than Toos. I'm pretty sure that he weighs the same as well. Monster. He's a monster. I'm not reading today. Yes, I am going to. This is a problem. I'm going to take out all the submissions and put them rewritten, better written so that I can also read what I have written and put it in the new jar. Because for one, the jar looks better and I just want to go through all the submissions. Make sure that I've got the titles right and just do a little check, if you will. I heard him, but I can't see him. Ah, there you are. Right. Less than a minute, and we're going to go into a sprint, which means for 30 minutes I will be muting myself, and you are very welcome to do whatever it is that you need to do today. And whether that is something allegedly productive or just staying alive, which is just as productive, in my opinion. Or something in between, it's all good. All I want is that you are at least content. So, I really wish I could find the pink ones, but I don't know. I don't know where I left them. I'm also going to move this. This is in a dangerous place. I know there's no room. All right, I'm going to mute myself. I'll be right here, though. I'm going to do the thing. Let me know what you're up to. And good luck. Last minute. All right. That was the first print. How did it go? Winston hasn't decided yet how he's going to deal with his emotions, but he'll be okay. It's going a little bit slower than I thought it would. I have to update the Excel spreadsheet, check my personal Goodreads and the cherrypies Goodreads, but also the thing that I'm most concerned about is the availability as well. Already had to take one out. And I feel like there's going to be a few more because I didn't always check. Sometimes I just forgot. Hello, Skulja, and straight up, how are you doing? How was your morning so far? Availability, the bane of book clubs. Yeah, Toby. I should have checked. There's a few books in there that aren't exactly available, or they are, but they're above the price point that I decided is reasonable for a book club, especially when it's about books that people may not actually have bought on their own. I don't want to trick people into buying books that they don't want to read if there's not a good payoff. Getting ready to head down to the allotment. The allotment? What are you going to do? Skulja! It's probably for the best that I couldn't find pink, though, because now I have a clear differentiation between the ones that I've already checked and the ones that are new. So I think it's for the best. It's funny to see some people were very active in submitting books, and it's a miracle that not more books of theirs have been chosen so far. I don't know. Planting plants, checking on the bees. Skulja, my plant is really giving up on itself here. This is not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be standing up, but I woke up this morning and it's just giving up. It's my fault. I might need to just send a message now so I can maybe work something out. I do have new plans for this plant, but it's a bit too big. It's a bit too big to safely take on the bike. I don't want to get in trouble with my steering wheel. I could technically, but then I couldn't, steer. So if I only go immer geradeaus, that would be okay. But alas, that's not how it works. So I have to see. But I have everything. I have the soil. I just don't have the pot. And he's really making it clear right now that he's not having fun. You can't even see the half of it. Poor guy. We're a little excited. Oh no, look, friend, I do bonds. Bonds. Oh, I thought the bumblebee was going to come in. Oh my god, I don't even want to imagine what's going to happen if a bumblebee finds its way inside. Winston will go berserk. I've decided I don't want to go outside, even if I am not able to go get the pot. I need to go get him a collar. It's over. He needs a bell, not because he is chasing birds, but because he's harassing his sister. None of my books have been chosen yet. Is this conspiracy? I know, straight up. I'm working on it. I'll fix it. I do. The thing is, there's like, for example, Ox. He put in like what 20 books of the 140 that there's in there, I think, at the moment. Because I am finding a few discrepancies, books that weren't checked on Goodreads or not entered into the Excel sheet. So it's probably for the best that I'm looking it over anyway. and reconsidering a few books, checking if they are available on the most common places for a reasonable price. Try not to get distracted by other books and other recommendations. It's hard work. It's hard work. I can tell you how deep you need it. The new pants for yes. The thing is, it's been waiting for me at the store for a little bit now. So it's just me. Yes, I know what a pond is. I got sidetracked, but it's too much to explain. I don't agree with the way in the Netherlands they maintain nature. Because I generally feel like the way they do it over here is really not helping at all. A good example is that they were mowing the area around this building last year and the year before, and it just made no sense to me. First off, because it wasn't needed. All he was chopping down were the flowers that I was trying to sow here, and it just felt very counterproductive. And this is the first year that he hasn't shown up yet around in this area. At least he does mow on the other side, and now there's a diverse the selection of grasses and flowers and different kinds of undergrowth. So there's just a biodiversity now instead of a lawn, which it's supposed to be a bit diverse, right? It's a park, technically. And another thing, since he decided not to mow here, the bramble situation that we had a very bad bramble situation. Like it was the whole path would be just obstructed within a few months. Also not a problem now because there's a biodiverse situation going on that is controlling itself, and it's beautiful. It looks beautiful. It's pleasing to the eye. It's not just a flat green, all dead. It's alive. Every week there's a different thing in bloom, and it's beautiful. And I don't understand why he was mowing it in the first place. But yeah, so that's where I went off, because also the way they treat the ponds here, to me it just seems like you're only wrecking up the ecosystem. All the little bugs and little animals that live there, you might even destroy some of the nests that the birds and the duckies have been building for months. And why are you doing this? And you're not making it look any better. It's just worse. The places that they leave untouched look so beautiful, but the places that are touched by humans that don't know what they're doing is just, it's very, very upsetting. I don't get it. I don't get it. Winston is innocent. It's me. I am just too forgiving. But it's over. It's over. I am giving him a collar with a bell. So tomorrow, if you hear a bell during stream, it's just Winston. Winston and his conscience, I feel like. Yeah, Sculpture, wildflowers meadows are wonderful habitats. Exactly, and that's what I was trying to create in my little corner of this allotment. So I was sowing native wildflowers and native grasses, and I fiercely protected the space that I sort of have claim to, but the rest I don't have anything to say about that. So he could mow as much as he wanted. But I made sure that he knew that I was not amused. And the last 2 years in front of my house, it's been diverse. It doesn't grow out of control. It keeps itself regulated. And there's flowers, and there's bugs, and there's a few little ferns. And now what I have had for the last 2 years, where the guy with the mower wasn't allowed to come, because I actually set myself here. There, you have to go through me. No, my flowers. Now he stopped doing that, and the way it's looked around my house is now spread throughout the rest of the environment as well. So I don't know what the guy was doing, but I mean, I hope he now knows. And brambles are a freaking hell, but it's not a problem anymore. Last year around this time, we were already just fighting brambles, but the way they do it, they just spread the problem. It's not, and I'm not even a specialist. Oh, I heard the UK was developing bridges for animals to cross highways. We already have those, Dopey. They're gorgeous. And I am very much pro those bridges. I've never walked one myself, but we have those here. It's great. Don't think it should have taken this long to come up with that, but I mean, better now than ever. You know what a bell does is teach them to be more stealthy. We'll see. We'll see. I have to try something, all right? Because she is getting older and older, and he is getting bigger and bigger. And if I'm streaming, he's really obnoxious. He doesn't do this when I'm not streaming. I don't get it. And I know I keep saying that, but it's true. He doesn't do this when I'm available. He only does this when he knows I am sort of stuck somewhere. So when I'm having a phone call as well, he'll just I don't know. Anyway, hi Stepcrow. I'm very amused by the water contraption handler. That is a fountain for the cats to drink out of. Because I have silly cats. No, moving water is better. Highly recommend if you have a cat to get them a fountain. All right, I am going to mute myself. This is the second sprint of the day. I will continue to look through the book submissions for the cherrypies book club. If you have any books that you want to recommend, go at it. You can use cherrypies to do so, and they will be added before coming Sunday, because coming Sunday we're doing the raffle for July. We have already chosen the books for June, so you can go ahead and pick one if you want. If not, that's all good as well. You can wait until Sunday and we'll see if something else comes up that you might enjoy. Right, I'm going to shut up and let's get to it. Good luck. Last moments. All right. Oh gosh, Goodreads is so funny. So funny. If you say the instead of a, then it just doesn't exist. The book doesn't exist. It does not know how to make one mistake, and the book doesn't exist. It's fascinating. I'm going to keep my thoughts to myself for a little bit because I am seeing a pattern that is giving me a headache, and I don't want to think about it. So get ready because we're going into a power hour. I need to push through. This is not going very fast, is it? This is going to take me all week, but it's okay. I can't think anyway. I kind of need it. How are we doing? How did it go? Hi, Brendan. Good morning. Oh, you enjoyed it? Oh, I love to hear that. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's been great, and I'm getting more comfortable talking out loud outside. Who would have thought that filming yourself is even more anxiety-inducing than live streaming? I thought it would be easier. It wasn't. It wasn't. It's getting a little bit easier, so it's okay. And I have plans. What do you think about them? Do you like them? Just so you know, you always have the ability and the opportunity with me to give me feedback or ideas. Winnie, that doesn't go for you because yours are usually destructive. Yep. That was my lip gloss. Right. 40! Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for the hug. Yeah, I think we all need one. Oh, and thank you so much for the follow, Luke. I'm so sorry that I missed it. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? Filming yourself walking too. I can talk. Can't walk and talk, so you're doing great. Well, it's for now. It's still just the audio for the walk with me. Um, but I do make like little shots for on Instagram and to add to the walk on Patreon itself. I'm still working on it, by the way. I have a little bit of a problem with the format that I'm not sure how it happened, but I'm really hoping it didn't get messed up because I have about I have at least 20 minutes of footage that I was going to make into one cohesive clip. Get away. But there's I think it was 22 clips, and of the 22, only 9 of them seem to be working. So I don't know about that, but that's what I've been working on off stream because that is a bit of a priority. But I don't know what's wrong. I know I don't need your help right now. If I do, I'll ask, but I don't want to think about it right now. I can't work on it, so because I need to be on my different laptop. Uh, so I can't really work on it anyway. Oh, straight up. If only that was true for everyone. I'm not worried about me. Very sad. Very sad about the developments of the lives of other people, and that there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. People need to make their own mistakes, and if they don't want to listen to a whole group of people, then it's really not up to me. But I really hope that it's going to be okay for everyone. I'm going to be okay. Vincent, I really, really want you to stop and go away, because this plant is already really upset. So it doesn't need your help to be more depressive than it already is. Okay? Could you please? You can sit there. I made room for you to sit there, but don't. It doesn't hold your weight, baby. You're a big boy now, and you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Yes, lie down. Good boy. But yeah, basically, I do have a lot of projects that I've been wanting to work on, and that I have the freedom to, and that is great. So selfishly, I guess the current stop it situation is quite ideal. But you know, I care about people, and I hate to see them make choices based on other people's advice that don't actually have to live with the consequences if it goes wrong. And I'm very afraid that someone I care about a lot is listening to someone who does not have the best interest for the total picture. That's very sad. So I have to think how I'm gonna deal with it. Because sometimes staying in a situation means that you can influence maybe a little bit of the outcome. But then there are other times where staying in a situation means you become an accomplice. And I want so desperately to compromise and find a way to make it doable for everyone. But it's not looking good, people. Not in that regard. It is looking good on the content front, because I do have a lot of ideas that I want to work on. And that would work for my introverted self, while also providing more, hopefully comforting content for you. He's shocked. He's shocked that I took out the water bottle again, because I don't really use that much anymore. Usually he knows. He listens to me, but you know, like I said, when I'm streaming, he's just like, yeah, riot, let's go. 40, shut up. I'm not. You're not gonna die. So we're not gonna do that. I will come to your parties, but we're not gonna do that. Come on, keep your head up. If I am doing it, you have to do it too. I need a bird. Brandon, what do you mean? A bird? I have 2 cats. Winston would devour it in seconds. No, I don't want a bird. Have you not read The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt? It will break your heart. Oh, no. Seeing my twin brother go down a bad path was difficult. I'm so sorry to hear that, Topi, because that is an enmeshment that I can't even begin to imagine. I mean, I read I'll Give You the Sun, which gives a bit of an idea of a connection between twins, but I can't even begin to imagine how that must be. But people have to do what they have to do. They have to make their own mistakes. They have to come to their own conclusions. And all you can do is be there for them. And I am just struggling to find a way to do that without just completely breaking my own heart in the meantime. Rita's currently in a grandstand, so I'm just hoping I can impress her. You always impress her, 40. Don't you worry about that. You always do, I'm sure. All of your content is comforting. You have a lovely voice and wonderful writing. Oh, thank you, Brent. I try. I really do. But I want to do more. And I diversify a little bit. And yes, I am not so very sneakily trying to incorporate reading and books a little bit more, because it makes me happy to hear that people are willing to try again, are willing to maybe just pick up a book, even if it's 1 book a year, half a book a year, even if you just read a few pages a year. That truly makes me happy. There's a reason my very first job that I loved after I lost my horse dream was the library, and I still miss the library a lot. I couldn't work in one anymore because it's been right around the time that I left, they were reorganizing and it became nationalized, which is good and bad. Both, I guess. But yeah, I stepped out right before it was finalized. Yeah, let's have a celebration party after. I mean, yeah, straight up. I celebrating life is probably something I would want from my loved ones. I don't want people to be sad. I don't want people to cry. I want people to be happy. Lots of good food, like from different cultures, and a lot of flowers that everyone has to put in their hair. And I want everyone to wear white and or well, yeah, white or something bright at least, and have fun. Don't be sad, please don't be sad. If I don't want you to be sad in life, I don't want you to be sad in death either. You're right. Parrots do live for 80 years. You need a no, no. But thing is, I have an experience with someone having a parrot, and that really made me very sad. It's a commitment, and if we're going into a power hour, people, if I were to get a parrot now and I die and the parrot has to live another 20 years, I can't guarantee it a good life in its old age. So no, thank you. If only because of that. But also, I have Winston. Trust me, that is not going to go well. A puppy, however, is becoming a lot more interesting because that might be able, a puppy might be able to teach Winston some manners. I don't know. Maybe you need a puppy to struggle with because I think he's strong enough to deal with an actual dog that he grows up with. Because god dang it. Anyway, I have to shut up. Let me know what you're up to. We are going into a power hour. The lights are just sucky today in this plant. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna continue working with book submissions. If you have any, please feel free to submit them through the cherry points. I am looking through them, seeing about their availability. Also got a few that aren't even released yet. What is that? I am keeping track of it though. So if you see one of your submissions disappear from the submission list, you can always ask and I'll tell you why I took it out. But for now, Budani, hello. Thank you for being here. I like it when you show up. I don't see you enough. I know you're lurking and very busy, but it always makes me happy to see your face. All right, I'm going to shut up now. I'm rambling. And I'll see you in an hour. Try to get into flow. Just give it a go, right? Right. Bye-bye. Last minute. Okay, I'm gonna finish this one real quick. How did it go? That was the full power hour. Did you manage to get into flow? I did. With a bit of confusion mixed in there as well, but mostly I was okay. I came across several double post-its with the same titles. I don't know what happened there. Did you see me throw them back? Did I just throw them back? I'm so confused. There's a few rejections, but mostly it's okay. I did better than I thought. I still have quite a few to go though. But it's so bright. It's so bright outside. I don't know how people deal. Hello, Storm. How are you doing? And Tush, your tail is actually almost in the fountain. Okay. No, I have to finish this one. I'm going to forget. Hi, Timothy. I was working. I don't know about you. Thank you, Erin. Hi, Dominique. How's it going? And Phil. How is everyone? How are we feeling? I do need to make the post-it, otherwise I'm gonna mess up. It is available. Now I have to see if they are both in both my Goodreads, because I had two, I think, that weren't actually in the list. They were in my Excel sheet, but not on the Goodreads list of the submissions. So it's just I'm just fixing my mistakes, I guess. Vampire confirmed. What do you mean, straight up? I'm a witch, and I don't vibe with the sun. I need moon. I need moon and starlight. This is not my vibe. You can all have it. I don't mind if people like summer, but personally, please, can you not? I mean, why would I do that? The author is the same as it says here. Yeah, it is. John Scalzi from Lock In. Oh, he has an interesting author picture. Wait, I don't know who he is, but I like his author picture for the book Lock In. Well, it has a Goodreads profile. I didn't expect that. What? I don't know what this is about, but it's readily available, even if you want to buy it secondhand. So, oh, it's a trilogy. Never mind, trilogy. Lock In, Head On, Unlocked. Right, but we're gonna start with one. But oh, what just happened? No. Wait, I can get $10 off. Why? I did not know this. What is this? Things are going good. How about the kitties? Vampire Witch. I mean, I'm against abusing animals and well, not necessarily against eating animals, just, the way they are treated. But humans, I don't know. I don't think I would mind. I'm thinking about Dexter. I don't know. No, I would not. I wanna be Baba Yaga. Have a house in a different dimension where no one can come. The Bear and the Nightingale. That story really messed me up. I have a very, very intense desire for more Russian or Russian adjacent fairy tales and myths. That book really, that series really. I don't know. I want to reread it, but also I need some more space. But I can't wait to reread it. The Bear and the Nightingale. Oh God, I cried so bad. Last book. Did I even tell you that I finished the Bear and the Nightingale series? The last book of which is where's it? Not here anymore. Winter of the Witch. I don't know where I left it. There's stacks of books everywhere in my house. It's not. I need to do something about that. I need more. Are you okay? I need more shelves. Okay, come on. Okay. I need to finish this post-it, Toulouse. Can I please? What was your name? John Scalzi. Right. Okay. Is it empty? No, it isn't. John. Very close to my mic. Ow. Jeez. I think it was Ox. Yes, it was. Just so you know, if you have any submissions for the cherrypies book club, you can submit as many books as you want. It would be helpful if you checked what's already in there through the submissions. Yes, I did. But it's not necessary. Because I am writing it down by hand and I have an Excel spreadsheet and everything, I am fairly familiar with the titles when I see them. Not from the top of my head, but I do. When I see a submission that's already been submitted, I will add your name to the Excel sheet, but it's not going to be a resubmission. Which is why I'm so confused about the stupid. I found three. I probably just threw them back. Where can you check the list? You can check the list on my Goodreads. But I will give you the direct link. Give me a second. And I will give you the direct link of the submissions. I am working on that. There have been a few taken out because they were proper school books. I don't know what I was thinking. I might be interested, but it's not book club. It's not book club appropriate. This one I have to... is what I need. So there's a few out of there already. There's currently 128 submissions in the list. Wait, where did I go? Oh my god, what happened? What was that? Why was that? This will lead you to the submission list. And you can also just take a look around because I am working on I have a list of books that I really don't recommend because there was something not okay with it in some way, shape or form. There's books I do recommend. Oh, there's a typo in there. That's great. But also my favorites, which is not the same. If I recommend a book doesn't necessarily mean that I also loved it. The things that are on my favorite list are just what I like. And I try to put recommendation books. I need to fix that. That is annoying. I try to give recommendations that would be helpful for everyone and not, I don't know, hyper specific to what I like. Where do I change this? Because that is upsetting. Hello. I always fight with the desktop version of Goodreads. You okay? Oh, you're bringing. Okay. School books, like what? Like books about math. Originally, when I started, it was really a very self-serving way to get more books on my Goodreads TBR, because I am always looking for books that are interesting and books that I might not have heard of if it wasn't for someone recommending it to me. So that's kind of how it started. And I will read everything and anything, really, because there's always something to learn from a book, whether it's from the story or the style of writing, writing myself. There's always something that I can learn from a book. So that's why I would accept books like about hacking, but that are quite dry, or about math, for example, is a good one, and a good example. That's not going to be a fun book club pick, because I want the book club picks to be challenging, so you can try to get out of your comfort zone a little bit, but not so far that it triggers your innate brainwashed response to books that you got through school, which is books are boring. I want you to be excited. Howl's Moving Castle is on the not recommend list. Do you want to know straight up? How do you make submissions, and are there any general guidelines? Not really anymore. There were a little bit. I mean, it would be helpful, Will, if you checked the submission list. So that it was. I mean, if it's in there and you really want your name to be associated with the book club pick as well, then you can just submit it anyway, and I'll put your name in the Excel sheet that that I also have. But in general, you can submit anything you want, and I will do the research of if it's available. Because if it's not available, and if it's more than a new hardcover, then I will veto it. But that's not something you have to worry about. If there's a book from ages ago that you would like to submit, I'll just look it up and see if it's a viable option. But yeah, if it's like quantum physics, for example. I love that, and I will probably put it on my own TBR, but I don't think it's a book club something. But just submit what you want. If you notice that it doesn't show up in the submission list, but it's also out of the request queue, because I don't do that every day. I just don't. I can't. I physically can't. You can always ask, because I do keep track of why I don't put stuff in the book club submissions. Like, Skull Jazz submitted The Shepherd's Crown, which is the very last book in the Discworld series. So, Snuff. The only reason I went along with that was because, well, I mean, it's Pratchett, so it's fine. It was number 39 of 41, which was not ideal, but I let it go just because it sounded fun. But the last book in the Discworld series, no, I'm not gonna do that. That's a bit mean. So I didn't put it in my in the book club submissions, because that would not be fun for a lot of people. And I want to make sure that from the two options that we pick, next Sunday we're going to do for July, we're going to raffle for July. I want the options to be reasonable. A little bit challenging. It would be amazing if you just went out of your comfort zone a little bit. There's a lot of books that I never would have read, and that weren't exactly appetizing to me at first glance, that I ended up loving just because of book club. That hurt. You can't do that. We talked about this. No nails. So about Howl's Moving Castle. Okay. The reason I think I actually put Howl in that one, right? Oh, here. I do have to work on that a little bit. Well, no, I didn't. I actually put the second and the third book, not the first one, not Howl itself. Howl, if you want to read Howl's Moving Castle, be my guest. Well, with every book, really. If you want to read something, do it. Do it for your own reasons, but please remember to think critically. And no matter whether you are a fan or not, always remember to think for yourself. First book, lovely. To a degree, because really, when you're an adult, you realize that maybe Howl is really not that great. Maybe. Book 2 and 3, first off, don't actually, they're not actually about Howl. He shows up secretly. You're not actually aware of it if you don't pay enough attention. But also, they're racist. They're so racist. The first book I read, or the second book in the series, in the Howl series, I thought this is a joke, right? This is so racist. And then I can't. This is a joke. I'm not getting it. I have to read a little bit more, but they're very thin books. And then it was over, and I thought, well, there was no joke. This was serious. And then I got the whole series because it was like a package deal, and it had nice illustration. So I read the last book of the series, the Howl series, thinking, surely she got feedback. And surely she knows now that this is not okay. No, got worse. It just got worse. So, if you don't want Howl's Moving Castle to be ruined for you, because I love the movie, and the book wasn't too bad, but if you want to keep that image in your mind, and if you don't want to ruin the whole just everything about it, don't read the second and third book. Don't do it, because they're so incredibly racist that I couldn't wrap my head around it. I couldn't. Book 1, fine. Book 2 and 3, don't spend money on it. Don't waste your life reading them. I looked it up afterwards. Like, am I the only one? I can't be the only one. This is so extreme. This is not done. Those books would never be published these days. They never. And if they were, after the second, she would have been cancelled. You can't do that. You can't do that. So that's why it's in there. But not the first book, the second and the third book. Not Howl itself. Because, I mean, it's not good. It's not good. I was in shock, truly. And I thought about it a lot. And that's the reason that it's in the not recommend list. Because I don't want people to ruin their vision of Howl. I know that a lot of people love Howl and the aesthetics. And there's fandoms that would, die for the fandom. And I don't want that to be ruined for them. So that's why it's in there. Don't touch it. Howl is great. But the writer, not really great. Hi, Blue. How are you doing? I'm basing myself off the movie, but in general it looked like an anti-war story. Wouldn't consider Howl great, though. Yeah, exactly. I don't think, I mean... It's just, it's so racist. It's so racist. I'm not kidding. The second and third book I read probably within 24 hours because they're tiny. And I just sat there baffled. Is this actually, what? And then I Googled, and yeah, there's a lot of discourse about the racism of it all. And I don't want people to have crushed dreams because of that. I know some people really get affected by something like this. So, that's why it's in there. I have a paper model of Howl's Moving Castle, but I've not attempted to assemble it yet. It's in the pile of models to build but near the bottom. I mean, the movie is great. I love the movie, and I thought that it was going to be tragically wholesome throughout, but no, it was just tragic. It was just tragic. Oh, if you ever get around to making it, Blue, please let me know. I would love to see. But yeah, there's not a lot in there because generally I don't have strong feelings towards books that are actually just negative. And even if I personally don't like a book, doesn't mean that it's a bad book. But if it's in there, wait, what's in there? Oh, and Eleanor Oliphant. If it's in there, there's probably reasons that no, change that. There's probably a good reason why it's in there, because I give everything 5 stars, and if it's not 5 stars, there was probably very good reasons that went beyond my own emotion. And with Eleanor Oliphant, it was the harmful representation and just utter humiliation of female autistic humans. That's not, no. It's not like I'm actively trying to fill that list either. It's just that if it does come up, I'm going to put it in there. And I'm happy to explain it to you. What's in my favorites? Oh no. Yeah, that makes sense. They're incomplete because the cherrypies Goodreads is new. I have a personal one that I've had since 2009. I didn't actually keep track of it all the years. I realized very sadly. But the cherrypies Goodreads is just a work in progress. Everything that is on my TBR is in there. And a good chunk of what I've read, but this doesn't include so many books. So many books. Yeah, there are literally only 3 books in there. You haven't even put a footballer book in there because it's not a bad book. There's no reason for me to put it in there. See what I mean? That would be a personal reason for me to put it in there. This is why I can't give books less than 5 stars unless there is a something that is also true outside of me and has nothing to do with my personal taste in books. Then a football lover would love that book. Someone who has followed the career of that footballer will probably enjoy everything I hated about it. So that's why it's not in there. Why would I not recommend it to someone who was a fan of that footballer? But why would I recommend Howl's Moving Castles to someone who only knows the movie and is absolutely in love with the whole story and the characters to only be not disappointed once with extremely hurtful racism, stereotypical, very stupid, should have been edited out long ago. Why would I expose people who are completely innocent to that? I would rather put it in that list and tell them, hey, listen, you might not want to read this because you're gonna ruin a few of your fantasies. So, but the footballer book, I have no reason to give it less than 5 stars. The editor could have done a better job, but no reason. And the Eleanor Oliphant, like I said, it's a harmful representation. And I have done some reading on forums and different places where I usually get my information. Also Reddit, but I don't like Reddit. I don't understand Reddit. And it seems like the neurodivergent people do not think it's funny at all. Nothing about that book is funny. So the reason it became a bestseller is because neurotypical people thought it was hilarious how this grown woman is treated and is acting. And it is perpetuating a very damaging stereotype of not only autism, but also showcasing a supposedly... They're showing what a female or a woman with autism supposedly looks like at 30, which is just, it was just sad all around. And the things that were supposedly funny were all hurting the main character. Being someone like that myself, I just thought, yeah, no, I lived this, and it's not funny. It's funny for the neurotypical people, but not for the person who doesn't understand that they're being mocked and humiliated. So, I don't want to recommend that either. I want to make sure that if someone stumbles across that, I can tip them and warn them about certain things that might come up. And I'm sure there's other books that I would want to be... Oh, yeah, I know of one, actually, a true crime book, that treated victims as just dirt. Just dirt. It was a glorification of serial killers, and all the victims were just very disrespectful. Let me just keep it at that. Don't remember the title. I should put it in there as well. It was the person who wrote that was very confused about what grape is and what consent means, because apparently none of the victims of these serial killers were raped. It was a bad book. Bad book! So many levels. What was it? Something with Jigsaw, I think, but I don't remember. Jigsaw Murders? Because that would surely be in there. No. It's fine. It's fine. If it comes up, I'll recognize it, but no. So, that's why I give everything 5 stars, unless there's another reason to. I don't feel like I have the right to make an emotional judgment on a book that might save someone else's life. A good example is the football book. I may have thought it was absolute torture, but some little boy out there who reads that story and comes from the same background as Pele might see it as his Bible. So who am I to say it was a 1 or 2 star because I do not connect with that book, even though I was the one who picked it up, and I don't find it interesting. That doesn't mean that other people could use it. So 5 stars for everything, unless I want to warn people. Because the thing is, there very shortly, there was a while back, there was a scandal in the book world, because there was this author who was very insecure, and their book was coming out really soon, but in order to get their own book bumped up in the ratings, they gave everything that was coming out at the same time 1 star. And that came out because they did it from their own stupid own author account. And it started a conversation about people who review books based purely on emotional terms, and also books they never finish. If you DNF a book, I personally feel like you shouldn't rate it. Least of all 1 star, because you didn't make it through to the end, so how are you able to have an opinion on it that is actually fair? So, I don't know. There's a lot of people who rate badly out of spite and out of envy and out of pettiness, and for very interesting reasons. And a lot of the time they have nothing to do with the actual book. So that's how that started. It's a nice way to look at it. I mean, I don't know. I just don't feel like that it's fair. That's why I don't even look at ratings or reviews generally. I do. I look at the worst and the best ones after I've read a book. But I don't let a bad rating lead me. The thing is, a lot of people do look at that and feel like it means more than it does. That's not their fault. This is basically school training you to care about ratings and numbers and stuff. But I want to balance it out, I guess. Who knows? Maybe they'll relate to the, yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I will not be an accomplice to that. Straight up. Not me. Oh no, that's too true to what's happening in real life to me now as well. If you're not against something, you're with it. Sadly. So, on that very, very motivating note, I have to go. I'm getting a headache. I don't want to go on anymore. I wanted to do one more sprint. And I want to close my curtains and turn off the lights and hopefully get a caller for Winston before the store's closed. But I'm not sure I'll be able to make it. I'll be back tomorrow though. And I'll be reading something. I'm not sure. Not sure yet. Because it's a bit of a struggle. End of month. I don't want to start a new book. Might read Gauging Skies. Oh, I'm so scared. 20% left. I have a sneeze. Oh no. Snooze. All right. I will continue this Wednesday and maybe offline a little bit, but I'm probably not, to be completely honest. I'm so tired. My head hurts. It is crazy to read something. I wonder if it is the actual way the author feels, or if it's satire. Do some research on the Howl's Moving Castle books. Not the first, the second, and the third. Read up on it. See how people felt that are of the what's it called in English? Of the places in the world that this person dared to write about in a very hurtful way. Don't take it from me. Look up your own information. I might be wrong as well, but I did read the books. Right. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow. It will be Reading Tuesday for me, but you're welcome to bring anything you want or need. And I'm gonna think about the decisions I've made in my life. Okay. Hope to see you soon. I love you. Bye bye.